Hello guys, today I'll be ranking the Shinedown albums. Now, I like Shinedown. Now, they are one of those bands that I got into later in my life, but yeah, they're definitely one of those bands that do come to mind when I think of bands that I wish I could have gotten into when I was younger, because I can see myself digging this band back when I was in like middle school or even high school, but I don't know, they never made their way to me until later, I guess. But either way, still a great band. But anyways, this ranking, just my personal ranking. You don't have to agree, but of course, feel free to let me know your ranking in the comment section below. But yeah, we're gonna go from worst to best, and at the bottom, I have Threat to Survival. And I'm sure many people would agree with this being at the bottom, but I don't know. This is the one album in their discography that I could say I'm not the biggest fan of. But it does have some highlights like Cut the Cord and Stayed in My Head, but the rest of the album just doesn't grab me in general. Now, some of the songs are not god-awful or a pain to listen to or anything, but this album just doesn't grab me as much as other albums in their discography, just for me personally. But yeah, the album, it's not the worst thing ever or anything, but it does have to be at the bottom for me. And next, well, so these next two albums do go back and forth. They do swap sometimes in my ranking, but for now, next I have Amaryllis. Good album, just not one of my personal favorites, but again, does have some highlights like Through the Ghost, which I think is one of their best, more melodic or more slower songs. And I'll Follow You is also really good, and also like Adrenaline, Enemies, Bully, and the title track. But yeah, this album does have its share of great songs, but again, it's not one of my favorites from this band. And next we have Attention Attention. Now again, this album and the previous album do go back and forth. It might just depend on the day or how I'm feeling, but yeah, with this album, I thought it was definitely an improvement over the last album, Threat to Survival, when it came out. But and I still think that now, but some of my favorites on the album are Devil, the title track, Pyro, Monsters, Creatures. This album does still have its share of songs that I still go back to today. Now I will admit there are some songs that have fallen off for me, like Kill Your Conscience and Special, but even those songs are not too bad either. But yeah, definitely a great album. But the reason why Amaryllis and this album do kind of go back and forth is mainly because I basically like these albums for different reasons. So, but either way, definitely a great album. Attention Attention for sure is a great addition to their discography. So next we have Us and Them. Now, when I was getting into Shinedown, this was an album that I did kind of struggle with a little bit, mainly the second half, but over time it did grow on me, and yeah, definitely a great album. A bit different, definitely unique in their discography, but either way, definitely a great album, and Your Majesty is definitely an underrated song. Next, we have Leave a Whisper. Yeah, I mean, easily one of their best. Still has many songs that I really enjoy. It does have its share of deep cuts or B-sides that I think are really underrated. To name some of those, Crying Out, Stranger Inside, Left Out, Better Version, definitely great songs, definitely underrated, but even the more popular songs are really good too, like Fry from the Inside, which is one of my favorite Shinedown songs. And of course you have the cover of Simple Man, and you also have the song 45, which are also really good. But yeah, definitely a great album for sure, and definitely one of the best. And at the top, I have Sound of Badness. What hasn't been said already about this album? It's definitely a classic in its genre for sure, or at least in my opinion, but I mean, there's no way around it. Those first 6 songs, or well, first 7 songs are just straight up excellent, really good. Don't have any nitpicks about those first 7 songs, but the rest of the songs are really good too. But of course, you have the album closer, Call Me, which is definitely one of their best, more melodic or slower songs, and the vocals definitely stand out in that song too. But Sin with a Grin, in my opinion, is one of the most underrated songs. I mean, if you like heavier Shinedown, you'll definitely like that song, but yeah, Sound of Madness definitely has to be at the top for me. But anyways, that's my ranking. Let me know your thoughts on my ranking. Of course, let me know your ranking in the comment section below. What are some of your favorite or least favorite albums or songs from these guys, and all that good stuff. But anyways, thanks for watching. Please leave a comment and a like, subscribe, have a nice day, and take care.
I got a 4-letter word, but I don't care. A whole lot of drive.